Good morning, everyone. Well, I hope if you did not make it, well, I hope you made it to the grocery store yesterday because if you didn't, today is not going to be a good day to do that. Good morning, everyone. It is, gosh, I was going to say Thursday, Tuesday morning, about 8:40. Wanted to give you an update on our winter weather situation. And as most of you have probably heard already this morning, it is thunder sleeting outside. So that gives you a good idea of the amount of instability that we have in the atmosphere. So, as I was talking about to some people yesterday, the temperatures at the surface that you can see at my house, it's 26 degrees. Temperatures right above us are about 55 degrees. So, you have a lot of instability above us, which is what's causing the thunder. And again, in a normal situation, if the temperatures at the surface were in the 50s, in the 40s, or even in the mid 30s, it wouldn't be a big deal. It would just be a rainy, thundery day, but with temperatures in the 20s, then obviously it causes all kinds of problems. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the current conditions and what we can expect going forward in the next few days. So again, temperature at my house, 26 degrees. And if we look at the regional temperature map, a little hard to see there with the rain, but 25 at DFW. I'm sorry, that's Addison. 26 at DFW, thunderstorm with ice pellets being reported. Addison says heavy snow, but it's not really snow, it's sleet. 25 in McKinney, 26 in Rockwall, 24 at Meacham Airport in Fort Worth, and all the way down to Stephenville, 26. So temperatures aren't going to change a whole lot today. I think with solar insolation, we're going to see temperatures maybe rise into the upper 20s, but it's just not going to help us any from a melting standpoint. And of course, when we have precipitation and we have frozen precipitation, especially with the sleet on the ground starting to accumulate, then we're going to have issues today. And there was some thought in the very beginning that of this forecast that today would be the worst day. It would start to taper off tomorrow morning. I think we're going to have to push that back a day. Tomorrow actually may be a heavier precipitation day than today, and then it may start to let up Thursday morning. Excuse me. So we may have a more prolonged event than we thought we were going to have, unfortunately. Well, let's take a look at the radar, see what we got here. So I put this on the winter precipitation mode. And you can see a lot of bright colors, which is not good for winter precipitation. The pinkish would be the freezing rain. The blue would be more the sleet. You may see an occasional snow flurry, but that is not something that we're just not gonna. It's just not a snow event. And if we go back to the traditional reflectivity mode, there's some pretty heavy precipitation cores out there. So you can see some heavier precipitation. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. You can see some heavier precipitation cores around Arlington, up into Carrollton, back southwest, southeast of Fort Worth. And you have some more heavy cores south in Rockwall County, around Murphy. I think let me see if I can pinpoint this, give you an idea. So that little circle there is my house. So that's Saxe. So again, you can kind of get an idea of what kind of precipitation we have. And I am seeing your comments, so I'll address those comments in just a second. Let me get through this. I'll just do a little bit now. Leslie Williams. Yes, the thunder sleet is kind of cool in a way. Not if you have to travel out there. Thank you, Brandy. Appreciate you. Jessica, appreciate you. I'm going stir crazy already. Being at home. Well, Jessica, you might want to just be prepared for a couple of days of this, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I don't have good news for you there. But again, you can see the movement southwest to northeast, and we're kind of in this band. And yesterday, this band set up a little bit in the Tarrant County, Denton County area. Now it's kind of moved southeast. So now the areas that didn't really get it yesterday are getting it today, and that includes Saxe, Garland, all of northeast Dallas County, a lot of Dallas County, at least the southern half of Collin County. So it's something that we're going to have to deal with for certainly today and probably tomorrow, and maybe into Thursday morning from a residual standpoint. All right, so let me I've got some graphics for you here, and if I can get this to work, let me get over here and move this here. Let's see. Whoops. Let's try this. There we go. All right. Well, let's do this. There we go. Okay, let's stop this. Well, we'll get there eventually. Let's see. All right. There we go. All right, so a couple things from a winter weather headline standpoint. The winter storm warning has been extended until 6 a.m. Thursday. Now, if you remember at this time yesterday, the winter storm warning was around until 6 a.m. tomorrow. So it's not looking good. Like I said, tomorrow was going to be a decent day before. I think tomorrow is going to be just as bad as today. So we're probably looking at extended time to where travel is going to be a problem. Travel today is just, I'm not going to say the roads are impassable. I mean, if you absolutely had to get somewhere, I think that you could, but it just wouldn't be a lot of fun. There's not a sheet of ice everywhere. It's sleet, so that's definitely kind of given us a reprieve in the sense that we can at least get around if we had to, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it. As far as sleet accumulations, this map shows a good idea. You can kind of see that Dallas-Fort Worth really and areas southwest will see the heaviest sleet accumulation, up to half an inch of sleet. And so, but pretty much anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex, you're going to see probably at least 0.2 of an inch, up to half an inch of sleet. I think, the way these convective showers are going right now, I think most of us might end up seeing half an inch of sleet or maybe more than that. Again, dangerous travel. We talked about that a little bit. Just if you don't have to go anywhere, don't go anywhere. And if you do have to get out, or if you do have to work, you don't have a situation where you can't stay home, then just be really, really careful. Take it easy. And timing's impacts, we're already in it, obviously, but this starts today into tomorrow. So the worst of it would be at least till noon tomorrow, and then we may be fortunate to see temperatures get closer to freezing tomorrow afternoon. And if that's the case, then that would definitely help for Thursday morning. But regardless of whether it gets above freezing on Wednesday afternoon, you would see a refreezing Thursday morning. So that's going to cause a problem, unfortunately, no matter what. And that may impact operations into Thursday. Again, this can't be overstated enough. Travel impacts high, as you can see on the graphic to the left. It says moderate, but it's high. And major infrastructure impacts. Thankfully, again, we haven't had a lot of freezing rain. That's a good thing. Like I said, if you had to choose between freezing rain and sleet, take sleet every time. One, sleet doesn't coat the roadways and coat power lines and coat trees to where they can fall down. You also in sleet, while it causes travel problems, at least it has some traction to it. So it's certainly better than freezing rain. Okay, so let's look at a couple models. These are all models for tomorrow. So again, that looked great. That freezing line, you can see that where the green is a little closer to Dallas-Fort Worth than it is today. So that's one hope that we might have. This is another model, a little less bullish on precipitation, but again, they have a lot of precipitation southwest of us, so that would be headed our way. So pretty much the same. And as you can tell, a consensus of the models is that tomorrow it's not going to be great. There's just no way around that. So I wanted to share a video from my good buddy Brandon Baker, who's a Garland firefighter, and he had to get out in this mess, and to kind of give you an idea of what the roads are like. So let's fade this over. And there's not, let's see, I don't know if you can hear the sound of that or not, but it's a crunching sound. So he shot this, probably about an hour ago. It's on Highway 78 near Firewheel. So if you want an idea of what conditions are like, this is it. And actually, it's even worse than this now. Like I said, this was about an hour ago, and we've had a lot more sleet accumulation since then. So yeah. So this is what you would be dealing with. And as you can tell, there's not a lot of traffic out there, which is good. But again, I know some people have to go out there and travel for being a critical job. So if you do, just be careful and take it easy. I want to give y'all an idea of what that looks like out there. All right, so we'll go back to the radar here real quick and wrap this up. So again, we'll put this in motion. So the bottom line is this. we are going to see pretty much this all day long. Sleet, some mixed in freezing rain. Travel will be hazardous. So again, if you don't have to go outside, or travel, just don't do that. But like I said, if you had to go somewhere, I think you could make it, but it would just have to be for a really good reason, and you got to take it really slow. I definitely wouldn't recommend it, that's for sure. All right, so I think I addressed some of the comments. Let's see, let me check on my YouTube channel here, and nothing over there. All right, so with that, I will sign off this morning. So just again, it's going to be one of those situations to where it's just going to be a day to stay home and stay warm and read a good book and have a good cup of soup, I guess, and all that good stuff, and just take it easy. And unfortunately, if you are the stir crazy type, then you will probably have at least one more day of this. So just be prepared and be forewarned. And lastly, I want to thank Amen Plumbing. Amen Plumbing can help you with all your plumbing needs. They are a proud sponsor of this live stream. So thank you, Amen Plumbing. And once you use Amen Plumbing, you will say amen. Again, thank you, Amen Plumbing. Appreciate you. Well, as always, I'm watching the weather so you don't have to. Hope everyone has a great day, a warm day, a safe day, and we will talk to you soon.